Why has everyone not removed Tron from Skype already?
Why don't you put a message in Skype so they know?
What, remove Tron?
Yeah, they're an idiot. We have a bunch of idiots with us. Say remove the scrub.
Fuck, dude, my keyboard doesn't. I don't know why, but like certain keys.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Lag, right? I lag it.
Oh, not seeing any. Alright, yep, just don't forget to bring up the titles and everything, and, you know, tabs as we say them. Hold on, let me check. Testing, hello?
Enos.
Alright, yeah, we're good.
Noobs be noobin'.
Alright, I guess we'll tell them. Hmm.
I can still hear you. Well, you're going through my speaker still, so they're going to be able to hear you. Does my voice echo through this, or do I need to put my headset on? Anybody? Okay.
Alright, hey guys, and welcome to the oGk in-clan tournament finals. In the upper right, we have the blue Terran, oGk Schnitzel, and in the bottom left, we have the pink Zerg, oGk Kelso.
And you know, I think the pink color really suits Kelso.
Oh yes, it's definitely in tune with his feminine side. That nice girly chin he has.
Alright, let's see how this pans out. I'm definitely seeing Bailings in the future here. I mean, this is going to be a given.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Kelso loves using Bailings versus Terran.
Yeah, I can see Banelings definitely as a possibility. Probably not a Baneling bust though, just 'cause or like early Baneling aggression, just because of the long rush distance.
Well, it looks like Schnitzel is being a little cautious, not even worrying about his expo, starting to wall off in his main.
Yep, that's pretty normal so far. He's likely to go CC first. That's what most Terrans do against Zerg nowadays. And we have actually Schnitzel lagging out.
Already.
Oh, it looks like he's good.
Oh.
Maybe, potentially.
Isn't that someone downloaded an essay in his school and yeah.
Oh, so it looks like we have some GTFO going down from Kelso saying this game's easy.
Oh, I don't know about that. I got my money on the Schnitz.
Yep, so it looks like it will definitely be a 14cc coming down for Schnitzel.
Kelso's going pool first. And looks like he's trying to do some damage on the SUV. Trying to slow that down, and he is.
Yep, causes a relatively big SCV pool. Actually, wow, 3 SCVs. I think that might have been a mistake.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah, that's a lot of lost mining time this early in the game.
Now he needs to get him out of there because he knows that rush is coming. And this is where he locked up during the clan war. You know, in the exact same position versus Zerg, trying to close that wall off with that command center. I mean, he gets really shaken up during these first few minutes in the game.
Yeah, he really does not like the little harass that Zerg does.
Yeah, man, you can't talk.
Yep, and the supply depot is off, which makes it a lot easier for Zerg to sneak pretty much whenever he wants to in there. Kind of a fail wall. That's okay. So we see the Zerg
Kind
in
of a
fourth.
fail. That's definitely a fail unless he gets another supply depot up. And he's blocking it. He is blocking it.
Yep. Doesn't want a hole there. Although when he removes the CC, there will be a hole there anyway. But, yep, so a relatively early expand from the Zerg player. Not super early, though.
Now, it looks like a few Lings are going to be doing some harassing here.
But actually, wow, the bunker does not go down, and these
Not
Lings,
go down.
these Lings could do a decent amount of damage. Schnitzel not really microing his SCVs, loses one pretty much for free, and no damage taken. Up, 2 go down. Up, and a third SCV will go down. And will we see a fourth? It's close. Oh, and a fourth SCV does go down. The most cost-effective Lings ever. Yep, even forcing a bunker out of Schnitzel. One thing to note is that we are playing the. One thing to note is that we are playing the version of this map with the rocks. So Zerg actually is probably less favored on this map than they normally would be, just because they have to kill the rocks to get to their third expansion. And actually, as you can see, Kelso took his expansion way off to the side.
Yeah, he's going to avoid the rocks altogether. It's a little less safe being a farther distance away, but, you know, doesn't have to worry about destroying the rocks. It's saving on time.
Yep. And we see a factory and another gas coming down for Schnitzel, so it looks like he's probably going to go for some Hellion Banshee play. Especially with the reactor coming down on the barracks. Yep, and if we check the harvester count, Kelso is actually up by a whole 7 harvesters, and a lot of this is due to his harass that he did earlier. Killing 6 harvesters, killing 6 workers overall through all that. Schnitzel being a little slow to put his guys on his second gas. I'm not sure if that's on purpose or...
I think he's worried. I think he's worried the Lings are just going to charge in, or Vega Lings are just going to come in and just explode. So he's being very cautious.
Yeah, this map is a lot less easy to wall off than other maps, so it's a little scarier for a turn.
Looks like he got his first Hellion out. Probably going to do a little harassing with that.
Yep, and we see Lairtech coming down for the Zerg player, along with some wings and some wing speed about to finish. The Banging Nest is already up.
I mean, yeah.
Yep, and double gas for the Zerg player as well, but he's not actually mining from that. He's only has 2 on one and then 0 on the other. Seems like a little bit of a waste, but I guess he's a little scared of this Hellion Banshee harass.
I mean, this Hellion's going down. Moving in with the second one.
Well, this is actually really crazy. There's lots of wings being produced for Kelso. I think he forced out a total of 17 wings. 20 wings have been built over pretty much just one Hellion. I mean, I guess he expects more Hellions to come, and they are. But even still. And meanwhile, would you see the third CC being built right at the wall for Terran? Yeah, that's one thing that's so great about the Hellion Banshee harass for Terran against Zerg, is that it really allows them to safely hold any big pushes while at the same time taking a quick third base and getting quick upgrades.
The only thing Kelso has to defend his bases from the Hellion, or not the Hellion, but the Banshee harass, is the Queens. And they have no overseers.
Yep, no overseers at all.
I mean, they can quickly be produced, but I don't know if it's going to be fast enough. You see there's Banshees now.
Yep, and we should see a couple spore crawlers come down, and that's exactly what he does. And these spine crawlers are not actually finished at the third, so the Hellions and Banshees could do some damage, but actually they won't do too much. Schnitzel should be focusing down that spore crawler if he wants to continue to harass, but it looks like he's just going to have to get out of there then.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Ooh, Schnitzel loses the Banshee, a little bit of miss micro, but Drone's getting slaughtered by these Hellions.
Looks like Schnitzel popped down 2 more factories.
Yep, and he will be transitioning into mech then, even throwing down a 4th factory then. But he'll just keep producing Hellions, Banshees, and then probably go and do relatively quick Thors, and then tanks. He's taking this third right now. He hasn't actually killed the rocks yet. It looks like he just realized that he has to do that now. That's one problem about Hellion Banshee, actually, is that Hellions and Banshees are really hard to take down the rocks on Tal'Darim Altar. And Banshees aren't too bad, but the Hellions do almost nothing at taking down the rocks.
Well, Kelso's over here getting real confident, saying he has it.
Yep, Kelso thinks he has it. And who knows, he might be right. He held that harass off pretty well. Yep, and even taking a 4th base.
Charging in with about 6 Hellions here in the middle. Looks like he's into Screeching Halt, trying to draw them out.
Yep, either trying to draw them out or just trying to prevent creep spread and so on, catch those transferring drones. Just do whatever little harass you can.
And looks like he found the other base. And he can roast these Zerglings real easy.
Yep, so right now he knows he doesn't have to be scared of any huge 3-base timing or anything like that.
Kelso is putting up a lot of spines in that base.
And you may think this is an overreaction, but I really don't think it is too much.
No, he wants to make sure that's his base for a while.
Oh, actually a bad fungal by Kelso, only catching 2 of the 5 Hellions, even though they were relatively clumped up.
That's okay, though. That's okay.
If he gets one more fungal, and it should kill the rest of these Hellions. Yep, and he'll take out the last one.
Looks like Schnitzel is charging through here with 4 tanks and 7 Hellions here, accumulating at his front door.
Yep, clearly not really afraid of Muta play at all. Not choosing to opt for Thor's first or anything like that.
Well, looks like he's going to attacking this extractor, just trying to do a little harassing with his Banshee.
Yep, gas is so important to Zerg late game that, if you can kill a gas, even for a little bit. It'll take just the time it takes to rebuild it will just be a huge loss to the Zerg player.
Looks like Snitzo capitalizes on his third base and making another command center for his fourth, trying to catch up with the Zerg.
Yeah, but actually he's ahead on workers right now, 69 to 64. And with mules, his income should be way ahead. Yeah, he's up 2,600 minerals to just the 1,900 of Kelso.
Kelso baby. Looks like 2 Thors, a bunch of workers, a bunch of tanks, and a bunch of Hellions are about to push out. I think we need to focus this attack here. Oh, no. The workers are going to another expansion. They're not going to meet the army. My mistake.
And I think it's smart not to engage just yet. If he engaged now, he would get completely stopped by brood lords that would pop out by the time his army got there.
Snitzo is building a huge amount of command centers on his second expansion. I think he's expecting to macro up here.
Oh, definitely. When you get so many orbitals as Terran, you can just power your economy, eventually sack SCVs, and really just use mules to power your entire economy, which is really, really helpful.
And another command center goes down. And another command center goes down. And a bunch of turrets on the second expansion.
Yes, he is definitely loving these command centers.
And it looks like one of them's turning into a planetary fortress. So he's going to hold a wall there. It's very obvious. Gonna put multiple missile turrets. Just killed a changeling. I heard it, didn't see it. Planetary fortress ready. And his fourth is going down.
Sorry about that, I'm back now. Had to go for a second there.
You missed out on interest rates. I know you're disappointed.
Oh, absolutely.
It looks like Kelsey's going to try and do some run-bys.
Yep, won't do too much damage though. I think he's just trying to scout a little bit, see the composition, and then just sack those wings so he can free up supply for more Brood Lords and Ultralisks and whatever he wants to, pretty much.
Looks like the Terran is maxed at 199, so I think he needs to push out at this point.
Yep, one bad thing for him
Maxing out
though.
on money.
Yeah, one bad thing is he doesn't have that many Vikings.
Is he going Brood Lords? Yes, he is.
Yep,
so
he is going
Brood
Brood
Lords.
Lords.
Hurt him. That is going to hurt him. I mean, he can count on his stores, but I wouldn't count on him.
Yep. But yeah, chances are he'll just sack the workers first and be completely fine. As our observer put in chat. But yeah, so both players still just expanding everywhere, trying to get their nice late game compositions. And the Terran mech army is just so deadly if you don't engage it right. But if you can catch this army unsieged and out of position, he could actually do some good damage. So Mortling Runabye is coming down, but they're just going to get thwarted by this planetary fortress. Well, there's more and more command
center getting canceled. But it doesn't matter. He has over 3,000 in the bank. Max army.
Yep, definitely not a significant loss. Yeah, he's just building planetaries and just command centers in general just everywhere.
Oh, looks like he's sending workers, getting them sacked.
Yeah, both players being very, very passive this game, not trying to do too much harass or anything like that, just kind of basically run-bys and early Banshee stuff. They both clearly wanted to play a macro game from the beginning of the game.
Gonna see if my player card Schnitzel is gonna go up in value after this battle. I'm hoping so. But this isn't looking pretty for Schnitzel. Broodlord's coming in on the first expansion. Taking out a Engineering Bay, Armory.
Oh, and he's gonna get that armory right before that upgrade finish. That is huge. Broodlord's in nice position now.
But what are they gonna do? And I see all those Vikings in play.
Yep. This appears to be a really good engagement for the Zerg player. Just slaughtering that army.
Down.
He doesn't have enough corruptors to deal with these Vikings though, so the Vikings actually might be able to clean up. Big fungals on the Vikings though. And wow, Infested Terran just slaughtering this entire army. And Zerg traded very, very cost effectively there. Great engagement for Kelso.
Very good engagement.
Yep, and he's remaxing on 8 Ultralisks and 32 Wings.
Now, I think it's done for Mr. Schnitzel. There's not much more we can do. Terran cannot max that fast.
No, they can't. And he's building Thors and Vikings, preparing for more Broodlords, but actually, I mean, he's going to be surprised with 8 Ultralisks. He's not going to have too much to stop that. Yeah, Schnitzel will need a miracle to hold this.
He is full of miracles, but you really have to be a good kid this year to receive this miracle. I mean, he's going to clean up the Broodlord, it's obvious. I don't know how much damage they're going to do to the west of that battle.
Well, what's important is the Broodlords are cleaning up the ground army, which is important because when all these Ultralisks and Infestors and Lynx run out, we found it. And yep, and here they go. Attacking into the planetary. Actually, a really risky move there.
Look at all the workers just going down, but that's no big deal. He wants to lose workers right now.
So I don't know how I feel about attacking the planetary, but I guess Schnitzel didn't really have too much to hold it off. And actually, wow, Thor's getting slaughtered in transition. Yep, they clean up the Ultralisks. I think these Ultras may be too much. Actually, Ultra's not upgraded all that well.
No, they are getting smashed.
Yep, but we still just have a continuous remax from the Zerg player. Actually,
wow, look at all the Infested Terran from the main. That is gonna hurt so bad.
Yeah, just going right after the production.
And it looks like it's over, folks. I mean, there's not much more Schnitzel can do. He's trying to play cleanup, and he only has one broom, and there's a huge mess.
Yeah, once you get rid of the Terran production, it's pretty much over at that point.
And I'm sure GG is going to be here any second.
Yep, and this was a very good game. Both players macroed up, and it just came down to that one big engagement where Kelso came out on top.
I mean, it was good fungals, I thought. Good Infested Terran spread.
Yeah, Schnitzel is actually might save this upgrade right here, and it might actually finish, but it really doesn't mean too much.
He's repairing it. It is gonna finish.
Yep, it'll finish, but not really too significant at this point in the game. Yeah, Schnitzel should GG pretty soon. If you go to the income tab,
Kelso's trying to put him in that grave, but Schnitzel's hand keeps coming out of the ground.
Yeah, that's one thing.
No, you can't take me that easily.
Yeah, one thing that's so annoying about Terran is that you think you've killed them, and they just keep rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding. And they just hang on. Yeah, if we go to the income tab, both players' incomes are actually really low. Only 1,200 for Kelso and 520 for Schnitzel.
Kelso, baby. I think I'm going to be losing money on my player card today. I think he's gonna give this one final push.
Yeah, wow. Huge
And Bungle just
all over the
saved-
Vikings. Schnitzel not splitting up his Vikings actually at all, which is really odd from a High Masters player. But
And
Also,
what more
really
does
look at that
Schnitzel
offense.
do at this point? I mean, it's over.
you come out from Schnitzel and Kelso takes game 1.
And is this the best of 5 or best of 3, sir?
I am not sure.
Or the best of 22?
So what did we learn there, Matt?
We learned that Zerg is OP. That's what I learned. What have you learned?
Yep. Whoa, wait, is the stream off? It looks like it's off. Alright, if you say so.